Saint Augustine's The City of God, Understanding the Permissibility of Killing in Certain Circumstances. In Saint Augustine's renowned work, The City of God, he addresses the question of whether there are cases in which individuals can be put to death without incurring the guilt of murder. Central to his argument is the interpretation of the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," which he differentiates from the act of murder. Augustine contends that individuals who engage in warfare in obedience to divine commands or in accordance with just laws do not violate the commandment, as they represent public justice, the wisdom of government, and the elimination of wicked individuals. This essay will explore Augustine's understanding and explanation of these cases, shedding light on his perspective on the permissibility of killing within a broader moral framework. Augustine begins by examining the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," and differentiating it from the act of murder. He argues that this commandment does not prohibit all forms of killing, but rather condemns unjust and malicious killing, which he defines as murder. By drawing this distinction, Augustine acknowledges the potential for legitimate instances where the act of killing can be justified within a moral framework. According to Augustine, individuals who wage war in obedience to divine commands or in conformity with just laws are not guilty of murder. He posits that in circumstances, God may authorize or command the use of force to protect the innocent, preserve societal order, or punish evildoers. In these cases, the act of killing becomes an expression of divine will, representing public justice and the wisdom of government. Augustine further argues that killing on the battlefield, when it involves the elimination of wicked individuals, does not violate the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill." In such situations, those who engage in combat are acting as agents of justice, removing individuals who pose a threat to society's well-being. By eliminating these wicked individuals, they serve the greater good and contribute to the preservation of peace and order. For Augustine, the distinction between murder and justified killing lies in the intention behind the act. Murder involves malicious intent, where one person unjustly takes the life of another. In contrast, justified killing occurs within the framework of justice, obeying divine commands or just laws, and aims to protect the innocent and maintain societal harmony. Augustine emphasizes that the act of killing, while permissible in certain cases, should always be guided by a higher moral purpose, serving the greater good and upholding the principles of justice. In The City of God, St. Augustine provides a nuanced understanding of the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," by differentiating it from the act of murder. He asserts that in specific circumstances, such as warfare, carried out in obedience to divine commands or in accordance with just laws, and on the battlefield against wicked individuals, killing can be justified without incurring the guilt of murder. Augustine emphasizes the importance of intention, with the act of killing being morally permissible when it serves the greater good, represents public justice, or contributes to the wisdom of government. However, he also warns against the abuse of this understanding, stressing that any act of killing should be guided by higher moral principles and a genuine commitment to justice.